What's up, wild things? My name is Samara. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, definitely a warm welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I get these pink faux goddess locks. So last year, goddess locks kind of took the natural world by storm, and I definitely were enraptured by them. And ever since I laid my eyes on the first person who ever had goddess locks, I think Megan Good kind of started that, her hairstylist, I was in love and I wanted them so bad. But me being the little rebel I am, I'm like, you know what? You know what's even better? If you had goddess locks that were wild colors, like pink, purple, blue. So I scoured the internet and it was very disappointing. I am actually very disappointed at how many people did not think like me. Well, actually I saw like 2 people think like me, but basically I scoured the internet for images and tutorials on how to do goddess locks that weren't black, blue, or blonde, or even red. I saw like one red, but I was like, dang. And then I found out the reason why. Because the hair that most people use, the free tress, to do the curly bits of the goddess locks only really come in like black and brown. But not to be discouraged, I'm like, okay, how can I work around this? How can I work around this? First idea was just take some blonde Molly hair and some blonde, free tress deep S-wave, which I believe is offered in blonde, and dye it pink. Experiments with that route failed miserably. I'm not sure if I just can't dye shit. I mean, sorry for cursing, but yeah. But it failed miserably. And then I discovered a website called Kanekalon, and they offer a huge selection of Marley and braiding hair in different colors. And I'm like, yes! So I was thinking, I was like, okay, Marley hair. So I have hair to wrap it. But what about the curl? And then I remembered, you can curl Kanekalon hair. You can curl braiding hair. I'm like, perfect. If I just find the right technique to curl the hair, then I got that. So I did. I bought a whole bunch of some pink Kanekalon hair and pink Marley hair, and this is my results. Granted, this was not easy. It took a lot of trial and error, and I still made a lot of mistakes. And you can probably see now, a lot of the braids are definitely not perfect, but honestly, in my opinion, I think this is a really good first attempt, and the imperfections kind of add character to it. It gives it more of that edgy vibe. Not saying locks are edgy, which they're not. They really couldn't be considered edgy, but because of the color alone, and that a lot of it's imperfect and not all that neat, it does add a little edgy vibe to it. And I'm kind of feeling it. I love this. I'm so excited for all the new hairstyles and options I have with this hair. So if you want to see how I get this hair and some techniques and see how I can get this color, or how just if you find any color Kanekalon and Marley hair that you want to try out with this, here's some techniques you can use to make your own goddess locks in any color you want. So without further ado, let's get started. And also stick around to the end of the video to see some tips and tricks, and also some pros and cons of this hairstyle. I've only had this hairstyle for a few days, but there already are some pros and cons to this, so keep in mind when you want to endeavor into this hairstyle. Okay, first you're going to need about 5 packs of that baby pink Marley hair, 2 packs of this Rasta Afro original jumbo braid pink ombre hair, and about 3 to 5 packs of the straight Kanekalon baby pink jumbo braid. So right now I'm just starting off with stretched hair. I've already washed, combed, deep conditioned it. And this is just a blowout. I'm just going to moisturize my hair with a little bit of this Mielle mint almond oil, about dime size on each side. And then I'm just going to split into like 4 sections to keep it out of the way, because I have a lot of hair right now. It's a little cumbersome. Starting from the back section, I'm going to make an inch to 2 inch part. That's not going to be the whole braids. That's just so I can work on it. That makes about 4 to 5 braids. And then from there, I make an even tinier section. Like I said, 1 to 2 inches makes about 4 to 5 braids, depending on how thick your hair is. And then I'm just gonna start braiding. I'm gonna braid about 1/2 to 2/3 of the way to the end of my hair. And then once I reach a section that I like, I'm gonna take the hair and I'm gonna braid it into it. Folding it in half and taking both sides and placing it where the outside strands are, and then braiding the middle strand very tightly. You want to make sure when you start off this that you do it very tightly so it stays in place and doesn't slide out. And after that, you just continue on braiding until there's no more hair left. If you want, after you reach the end of your hair, you can tie a knot into the braiding hair to keep it in place, or you can twist it pretty tightly. And then once you're done, you're just going to take a perm rod. I use a purple perm rod and just roll it up. After you're all done either braiding or completely done wrapping your hair, you can dip them into hot water to make the curl. Alright, so these are results with just the Kanekalon and just the Marley hair and wrapping. As you can see, the Kanekalon is a little bit more shinier, but the Marley hair is bulkier. With the Marley hair, you're going to take about 2 of those predetermined sections per braid. You're going to take a latch hook and you're going to go under your roots. Then you're just going to crochet in their hair. You're going to pull enough hair in so you can make a loop, and then taking 1/2 of your hair, you're going to tie a knot with it. Make sure it is tight as possibly get, and that you're not accidentally tying in another braid or more hair than what you have. So yeah, you're gonna make sure it's super, super tight. You can only have to do one. I only recommend doing one. And then just taking 1/2 of your hair, you're gonna hug it to your braid and then wrap it with the other one. Make sure you wrap the root pretty tightly. I recommend wrapping it 3 to 4 times. Then after that, you're just gonna go down. As you can see, you're gonna leave gaps. I mean, there's really no avoiding it. Just try to wrap as slowly and as neatly as possible, and making sure to occasionally push up your wrapping to make sure it covers as much area as possible. But like I said, you're gonna get gaps, so just don't worry if hair pokes through. So yeah, you're just gonna continue to wrap down until you run out of hair. If you run out of hair before you finish your braid, you just switch to the other side and continue wrapping. After you're done, you're gonna wrap back up a little bit and then tie 2 to 3 knots into the hair to secure it, cutting off the excess. For the Kanekalon hair, you're going to take about the same amount of hair. This is how much I usually use per braid. You can do less or more depending on how small or big your braids are. And you're going to pretty much just do the same technique. You're just going to crochet it in, tie a knot, and then wrap it. For the straight hair, you're going to have to wrap much tighter and push up more frequently because the tendency for it to form gaps is much higher with this one. So just very, very thorough with this and very slow, and take your time. Again, you're just going to tie it a knot at the end. And this is what it looks like after it's done. So tips and tricks. I said this in the beginning of the video. Do not pre-curl. For the love of God, do not pre-curl the Kanekalon hair, the straight Kanekalon hair, when you're trying to braid it. Don't do it. Don't. That's why you saw that massive hair. That's why, because I tried to pre-curl that mess and it did not work out. So please just You think you're gonna save yourself some time and maybe potentially not burn yourself, but trust me, it's much more frustration than it's worth. Don't do it. Make sure you brush out the hair thoroughly. Make sure you brush out that hair before you install it. Yeah, definitely take some ibuprofen or some painkillers before you start wrapping, because your scalp, you're gonna have to wrap tight at the root. So your scalp's gonna be pulled, and your edge is gonna be pulled, and it's gonna hurt. Have Netflix, because you're gonna be at this for a while. If you can, get somebody to help you, because trust me, it's a lot easier and it goes a lot faster with someone to help you. Ton of videos. Besides my videos, watch a ton of other videos. There's a ton of other ways to do goddess locks. And there's something I did that you can't do or you just can't figure out. Watch other videos. Trust me, you can probably find another technique that'll work just as good for you. I use a conglomeration of a lot of other techniques on other YouTube videos. I'll link them down below. But definitely watch a lot of other goddess lock tutorials so you know what you're doing. Do some test strands before you start doing the whole head like that. Like, I originally started out by mixing the Marley hair and the straight Kanekalon hair. Did not work out. I did like a quarter of my hair like that before I realized this is not gonna work. And by that time, I had already done so much, I'm gonna have to redo that whole section. Good thing it's in the back. That's another tip. If you don't know what you're doing, do the back hair first. Do your strands in the back that are gonna be covered by other hairs. So if you mess up, which you probably will, it can be hidden and then you can redo it later. If you feel like redoing it. I kind of don't feel like it, but I'm probably a perfectionist in me. I'm probably gonna do it. I'll preface this by saying that I've never done a protective style by myself. I've never done it to my own head by myself. I usually had somebody else do it. Either go into a salon, a cousin who knew how to braid, do protective styles. So I knew what to do going in, but I had never done it. So with that in mind, this hairstyle took, let's see, I started on Saturday. I did not finish until Wednesday. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days it took me to finish this. Usual amount of time it takes most people to do this is like 8 to 10 hours. If you're absolutely a newbie and never done that to your hair before and in that type of level, know that this will take a long time and you will mess up a lot. Oh, and I have to say, Cat Black, you're actually kind of my inspiration for this hairstyle. Your little tapestry, your painting of the black mermaid with the pink protective style, that was my inspiration. So, shout out to you. I love your videos, by the way. I love you. I hope it reach you one day. And I guess the last one will just be, have confidence. Doesn't matter if you're going out in sweats or you're going out in heels and a nice dress, doesn't matter. Rock it. You are awesome. You are beautiful. And this looks beautiful on you. People are going to be staring, let them stare. You look great. So just keep telling yourself that. I believe you. You look beautiful. You look great. And I hope you enjoy this hairstyle if you do this. And if you do, make sure you tag me in it because I want to see it. I want to know if I help people out. I want to see your results. I hope it's much better than mine. So if you do this hairstyle, tag me. You can @ me at Instagram or Facebook. You can even use the hashtag wild things. I'll put it right here and I'll see it. I'll check the tag constantly and I'll post it back on my Instagram page. So make sure you tag me in this if you do it. I really want to see it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found this helpful and hope to see you again. I keep saying hope, but yeah. Have a wonderful day, guys, and see ya. Bye. Mwah.